Hey everybody, welcome to this video. So today what I want to talk through is something that has been so important for myself, as well as a couple of hundred e-commerce brands that I've worked over the last few years through my paid communities, my Ecom Blueprint program and my Up-Level Mastermind program, where we basically help people grow their e-commerce businesses to record revenue months. And it's something I've been shining a light on a lot recently, because what keeps coming up through my communities, through the programs, is how do I increase sales, how do I increase trust, and how do I increase conversions on site, ultimately sales and profit, when I haven't got many sales to start with, or I haven't been in business for that long, and I don't have that much credibility or authority behind me. So I'm going to talk through the number one thing that I talk through, other than, let's call it, social proof, that will help you increase your sales through your conversion rates, and also ultimately as well increase the trust and authority that you actually have. Okay, so it's something that's actually quite overlooked and underrated from a business owner's perspective, but cannot be underestimated. It's so important from a customer's or a potential customer's perspective. Okay, and the thing that I'm talking about is a guarantee, right? Again, something so simple. People don't often think about this when they think about, well, what can I do to sell more of my products? And this thing has been ridiculous. I've seen increases of, up to 50% in sales in the span of about 30 days by making this one minor change without changing anything else without the business, whether it's a traffic source or anything to do with the conversion rate optimization. So basically, a guarantee is stating that you are going to uphold your promise to that customer. Okay, they spend money with you and you are going to fulfill on your promise to deliver the product in the way that you had said it's going to be delivered, and provide the service as well in exchange for their money, right? That's basically what the guarantee is. And another way that we can actually look at this, and something that I actually recommend people do, is literally a satisfaction guarantee. All right, now this is where business owners kind of freak out, because they're like, well, satisfaction can mean anything. It's literally up to the opinion of the customer, the consumer. It's completely subjective. And my response is yes, absolutely. Now, that might seem risky on the business owner's side, which is why it's underrated, underthought of, maybe a bit too much for them to kind of handle. But it's the exact reason that the customer will buy from you, because it's such little risk on their part. They can literally say to you, I don't like this, I'm not satisfied, I want my money back. And depending on what the T's and C's actually say, they can go ahead and do that. But if you think about that, again, from a business owner's perspective, your perspective, if you can reduce the risk on the person buying it so much that they feel comfortable to actually buy it, then that's the exact outcome that we want. Okay, now from a results perspective, I spoke about the 50% increase in just 30 days. But if you think about it, this is what typically happens. I don't have my whiteboard in front of me right now, but basically, if you're making your sales here, let's use units of 10, right? There's no guarantee. You're just doing what you're doing. Whether that's profitable or not, whether that's enough or not, doesn't really matter. It's a scale of 10. If you put a guarantee in there, that will go to another 10, let's call it, in units of 10. So that might be 20 sales with everything that you're currently doing. Now, this is the interesting thing. You will increase your sales by that much by having the guarantee, but then I can basically guarantee that you will only get a very small number of people requesting their money back. I'm talking less than 1%. I've had clients who have had a guarantee in place that have increased their sales by that much, and can count on one hand how many times they have had the money requested back from customers. Your net increase will be far superior than what you even may think, that what you might be scared of actually, accepting, essentially. This is why people hesitate with guarantees, because they're like, well, what if every single person wants their money back, and then I'm out of product, then I'm out of, I paid all this shipping and I've got to give all these refunds. We can live in fear. What if you didn't start your business in the first place? What if? But I'm telling you, from 13 years experience in working with hundreds of clients of e-commerce brands, this works 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Okay, so what you need to do is basically back yourself. You should have a product and a business that you believe in, right? And the excuse that I hear from people, or the explanation I hear from people, is, if only I could get in more people's hands. This is one of those ways you can do that, by offering literally 100% money back satisfaction guarantee. Easy as that. Now, obviously, you want to go through and do your terms and conditions. Okay, it has to be via a certain means, that they purchase it directly from the site, for example, that they request it within 7 days, they return it or they don't. I'll leave that obviously to your actual business and your products that you sell, and then they'll get their money back minus shipping, for example, right? It's very straightforward. You want to make it as good as it sounds, as easy as it sounds, because if you don't fulfill on even that promise of the guarantee, you'll get really bad reviews. It's not worth the effort. Karmic, for example, the cold pressed juice business that I co-founded in 2013, if we have an unhappy customer and it's within reason, let's call it, we'll just literally refund all their money. They can keep all the stock, they can keep everything. It's way less of effort on our part just to refund the full amount. They're happy enough, right? They've had the product, they can keep it, they can give it to a friend, whatever they want to do, and we just give all their money back as well, and they're happy with that. All right. We will likely get a decent review rather than a whole whack of negative reviews and also negative referrals or negative word of mouth, right? So this is how we can use it. Now, obviously, firstly, you have to come up with it. You have to then obviously write your T's and C's. That should be really simple, really straightforward, really easy to understand. And then you obviously need to talk about it. It becomes part of your USP, your unique selling proposition. So put it on site, love it or return in 30 days and get your money back. You shouldn't have a love it or leave it kind of guarantee. Like that's how it kind of works, right? So you want to promote it on your banners, you want to promote it on your homepage, you want to promote it through your product pages. You should have a little link that says 100% satisfaction money back guarantee, right? You want to talk about this. You can also put it within your email flows where if they abandon checkout, like don't forget, we've got 100% satisfaction money back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose. Just start to play on it and really playful, I guess, with this, because it almost like in a way kind of tempt people to like, I dare you to purchase, but we know that you're going to love it so much that we basically guarantee it 100%. Okay. And so as I said right at the beginning of this has been so powerful and so pivotal for so many of my clients that I just have to share it with other people, because if you've just started or you've been in business for not that long and you don't have many, customer reviews or testimonials, or you don't have much user generated content, you have to default back to your promise, right? We call it proof over promise. So you want to have proof and recent proof and volumes of proof, but still promise actually works, because until you have that, you have to keep promising. You have to take risks. You have to show that you can deliver on your promise. And if not, you back yourself enough that you just give all of their money back, right? In a, let's call it competitive world, competitive market, we're always trying to separate ourselves from competition. We have to have these unique selling points that other people don't, because at the very least, it's going to shine a light on people they might be comparing you to and says, well, they don't have a guarantee over there. Why don't you have a guarantee, right? And it'll pull them back to you and your service product offering. Okay. So there's so many reasons why this works well, but you just have to know it does if it's structured correctly. And then obviously if it's promoted correctly. But my big, I guess, golden rule or rule of advice is keep things really simple, mean what you say, and then promote the hell out of it so that people actually get the point and will take a chance on you and your brand, which they will be grateful that they did it for. Okay. So that's what I just want to say about guarantees. It can make so much money. It has for me, it has for brands that I've worked with, and it will for you too if you structure it correctly and promote it correctly. Okay. So look, thanks for watching up until this point. If you like this video, please, I'd love a like, I'd love a subscribe. It tells the algorithm that I'm doing something right. If you want to know more about how we help e-commerce brands, you can click on the link below and have a chat with myself if it sounds like something you might be interested in. But other than that, I really appreciate you for being here and watching to this point, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.